Hi, I am Sandra N. Peoples, and I want to welcome you to this presentation, How to Succeed in Your Online Business. In this presentation, I'm going to share with you the 5 keys I use to grow my business online. So that's me. I'm Sandra N. Peoples from SandraNPeoples.com. This presentation is designed for writers and entrepreneurs who are experiencing one or more of these problems. You aren't making the kind of money you want to make as a writer. You don't know how to connect with the right people. You're struggling to build a following online. You can't find the time to focus on your writing career or your business like you want, and you're considering giving up on it altogether. In this presentation, I'm going to share with you 5 things you have to focus on building in order to build a real writing business or whatever business you may be doing. Make enough money to quit your job, your day job or your night job, because I know a lot of people moonlight, and connect with people who are more than willing to pay you for your services. The information you're about to learn is for serious writers and entrepreneurs only who are ready to go out and make a real living from their craft. It is for those who are truly wanting to live and experience the laptop lifestyle. And for those of you who have no idea what that is, that's people who don't have to be chained to an office all day long or their computer. If you have a laptop, you can take your business with you anywhere in the world. And I love the laptop lifestyle. So who am I and why the heck should you listen to me? Well, my name is Sandra N. Peoples. I have made a living for myself around writing and publishing. And these are 2 things that I'm extremely passionate about. But what's unique is, like I said, my living is built around writing and publishing. You don't really hear a lot of people who make a lot of money with writing or publishing books these days. They have to go and work other jobs, and I can honestly say I don't have to do that. I'm a single mom of 4 kids who are my entire world, a teenager and a tween, and toddler twins, a boy and a girl. You can just look at those faces and tell they're trouble, right? So you can only imagine how hectic my life usually is, which is one of the main reasons why I knew I had to learn how to make the internet work for me in order to not only grow my business, but also have the flexibility I needed as a single mom. My writing career actually started when I was 8 years old, and I entered a writing contest sponsored by Ebony Jet magazine. Now, I didn't win the contest, but they sent me a letter, and the letter addressed me as Dear Writer, and that kind of lit this fire under me that could not be extinguished. So in college, I started out as an English and secondary education major with a minor in creative writing, but life wrote a totally different story for me. In 2000, I found myself pregnant and trying to find a career that I could enter into quickly to take care of my unborn child. I didn't want to go on welfare, even though I eventually would have to because the jobs I found just didn't pay enough. So I left a 4-year university and walked away from a full ride scholarship to go to community college in pursuit of a nursing degree. I thought that, if I went and became a nurse, I could just get a good job and just be happy with that and forget writing altogether. But with the long waiting list and the prereqs and all that, I soon learned that this program was not for me. I didn't want to wait for what could have been years before I could start, actually making a living. So I went to medical assisting school. But the blood and the needles let me know that this wasn't the path for me either, because I was scared of needles. So I didn't want to give up on my dream of becoming a successful writer, so I started writing stories again. And I tried to seek out a publisher while I tried to settle into my career that I found as a certified nursing assistant. If you don't know what a certified nursing assistant is a person who's like right under the nurse, and what we do is, what I did was we clean our residents, we feed them, we give them baths and showers, we change linens. We do a lot of stuff that a lot of people wouldn't want to do. It's really tiring work, and it's really hard on the back because you do a lot of lifting. So I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life, but I got 26 rejection letters and form letters from publishing companies who told me, Sandra, we like your work, but no. They would say, Sandra, unfortunately, thank you for writing us, but unfortunately, we aren't looking for work like yours at this time, or we're not signing any new authors at this time, or something like that. So I got tired of getting all those letters, so I knew that if I wanted to get published, I was going to have to do it myself. So in 2003, I borrowed money from my parents and I published my first book. And I thought the money they gave me would be a drop in the bucket and I'll be able to pay them back really soon because I'll be raking in the dough from book sales, right? I thought I was going to be rich and famous and all those dreams we have as authors. But I soon learned that, this wasn't going to happen anytime soon because when I got my first royalty check, it was just $9.95. And the company that I went with, they weren't even a real publishing company. They were more like a vanity press. And a vanity press is a company that pretty much makes money selling books back to the authors. When I saw that check, I cried. Cried like a baby. And I felt like a total failure. How was I supposed to do anything for my then only child with just $9.95? I think diapers cost more than that then. Have you ever been there? You feel like you finally got your big break only to have it completely just blow up in your face. So I knew that there had to be a better way for me to make it as a writer. Now I knew that being a writer was a special gift, and your gift was supposed to make room for you and bring you before great men. So fast forward a few years later, I started writing pieces for magazines and a few websites that pays you based on the number of times your article was viewed. I was making a few dollars doing that, but nothing major. I didn't really start to see any real money from my craft until I created my own product, which was a simple manual on how to publish your own books. I took all the information that I learned from spending countless nights trying to learn how to self-publish the right way and put it all into a manual. I sold my manual at classes I taught on self-publishing. Next came an audio version of that manual because some of my students preferred to listen to the book rather than read it. Then I took the manual, added a few things to it, and I sold the manual and the audio version together as a home study course. And then I started a blog. Having my blog in place to share my knowledge and expertise on self-publishing catapulted my career and helped me to sell my products that I had created. I used my blog and social media and the internet to grow my following and my finances by connecting with those who truly wanted to hear my message, rather than just chasing a bunch of people who would never interact with or buy from me. And a lot of you people watching this presentation today are probably experiencing something similar. You have like 5,000 friends on Facebook, but you can't get them to buy air from you because you probably made the same mistake that I made when I first got started on Facebook. When I first got started on Facebook, I accepted all my friend requests because it was all about numbers. I didn't understand that I didn't want to connect with everybody because some people weren't meant for me to connect with. I was looking to connect with people who actually wanted my services or wanted to buy a book or something like that. But what I learned that I had did was accepted a whole bunch of people that I went to, a lot of people who I just knew, but they weren't really my ideal clients. What a lot of people do is they have their Facebook page that they use for their business, and then they have their personal page that they use to interact with their friends and family. Or if you occasionally talk about your business stuff on your page, at least the people, you want to aim your stuff at the people who are going to eventually, interact with what you're sharing. And that's just some free advice that I put out there. But in this video presentation, I'm going to show you how I was able to build my business online as a writer and publishing consultant, and how you too can build a profitable business online around your knowledge and expertise. As I mentioned at the top of this video, there are 5 things you must build if you want to experience success in writing or any other type of business you may choose to pursue. These are the 5 things that have helped me to stand out from the many people who do the exact same thing that I do. There are so many people on the internet these days who are publishing consultants and writing coaches and writing consultants and all of that. But I found out how to make myself stand out from those people so that people can see my knowledge and my expertise and choose to work with me. It's how I consistently gain new clients when others are struggling to find their first client. And it's how I've been able to interact with people that some only dream of. Like, you got to know the right stuff to say to interact with people like Damon John from Shark Tank and all those kind of people. So if you're willing to put in the work to build in these 5 areas, you will be successful online. Number 1, build relationships. This is very important. If people know you and like you, they will trust you with their money. Think of it this way. Do you marry someone without at least dating them first? Or do you buy a car without first taking it out for a test drive? Well, people are the same way when it comes to investing in you. If you haven't earned their trust, you most certainly won't earn their money. The second thing you have to build is your tribe. In order to be successful in anything, you need a tribe, aka a group of people who will be ready and willing to support your every move. Building your tribe goes back to number 1, which is building relationships. You get people to join your tribe and even recruit others to your tribe for you by the kind of relationship you have with them. Think about Beyonce. She has her beehive. Whenever she releases something, her beehive makes sure the whole world knows about it. You want a beehive. You want people who are going to speak up for you and are pretty much going to help promote you. That makes your job much easier. Number 3, build your presence. You have to be seen in order to be heard. This simply means that you need to make your presence known by showing up in the very places your tribe hangs out. There are quite a few places your tribe might be found online. All you have to do is be willing to do what is necessary to get in front of them. Meaning, if your tribe is hanging out on Facebook, get on Facebook. If your tribe is on YouTube, get on YouTube. If your tribe is on Facebook and YouTube, don't get on Snapchat because your tribe's not there. The 4th thing you need to build is your business. In order to have the kind of money you want as a writer, you can't just focus on the mere fact that you are a writer. You have to focus on creating something of value that can continually sell for you without you having to put in the work. Meaning, create a product or service that sells itself so that you can make money even while you sleep. The 5th thing you need to build is your brand. What comes to mind when people hear your name? What do you stand for? What messages are you putting out there? You want to make sure that the things you're putting out there match the messages you want to send out about yourself and your business model. For instance, there are a lot of people these days who say they're a coach. And if I go to your social media channels, I see nothing about coaching. So I wouldn't want to hire you as my coach because, for one, you aren't adding any value. For 2, you aren't even talking about your business or what you do, so I wouldn't hire you. And then that's one of the reasons why people struggle. They're sending out, they might have the tribe, they might have the relationships, they might have the brand, they might have the business, but the brand is saying something totally different about them, and that could be why they're struggling. So to sum it all up, here are the 5 keys to building a successful online business. Number 1, build your relationships. Number 2, build your tribe. Number 3, build your presence. Number 4, build your business. And number 5, build your brand. Now, if you're watching this video presentation and you fit the following criteria, you aren't making the kind of money you want to make as a writer or in your chosen industry, you don't know how to connect with the right people, you're struggling to build a following online, and you can't find the time to focus on your business like you want, and you're considering giving up on it altogether, then you should consider enrolling in my Blueprint Masterclass, where I will walk you through putting together your custom plan to build your relationships, build your tribe, build your presence, build your business, and build your brand. Mastering these 5 keys has helped me to consistently earn 5 figures in my business online without going broke paying for advertising. Because let me tell you, a lot of people these days are telling you to go get Facebook ads to promote your business. But if you don't have the right tribe, If you don't have the right people looking at your ads, if you don't know how to target the right people, you're flushing your money down the toilet. And that's from experience. See, I get business when others in my field are experiencing dry spells because I know how to, find these people. So in the Blueprint Master Class, you will learn the tool that every successful online entrepreneur uses to build relationships and how to use it to your advantage. How to start building your tribe now, even if you have no followers yet. And the platform you must use to make building your business and your brand super easy. And how to use social media to grow your presence almost effortlessly, and much more. So if you're truly tired of things being the same, if you want something different, if you're tired of struggling in your business, if you're finally ready to build a business that you can be proud of, go to SandraNPeoples.com/blueprint. SandraNPeoples.com/blueprint. I need some water, y'all. And get ready to change your life today. Again, I'm Sandra N. Peoples from SandraNPeoples.com. I am Sandra N. Peoples from SandraNPeoples.com. I hope that you found this presentation helpful. And like I said, go over to SandraNPeoples.com/blueprint and see if, it's a good fit for you. I think you'll like it. Looking forward to interacting with you. Thank you for watching my video presentation. Have a good day or night, depending on what time you watch it. Take care.